When the ordinary person observes their world, the ground of seeing from where one observes is the very mind that is seeing. This is the individual, the ego, or the personality. And this one says, I am in a body, standing here on a planet and observing a world and universe. But this is the wrong ground from where to observe. This ground is the ground of forgetfulness. Like in a dream, the ground one stands on in the dream is the dream itself. The sleeping one observes the world as the dreamed one, who has forgotten the sleeping one. But there is another ground upon which to stand. This ground is one of awareness. When one observes from this ground, one observes all things as mind. Every sound, every vision, every taste, every feeling, every smell, and every thought is a non-ceasing appearance. See it all as mind. We all know the science that all things are revealed in mind. There is no one who has ever experienced a thing outside of mind. All things in mind appear spontaneously. One cannot stop them. All things appear, linger, and then return from where they came. Nothingness. Therefore, they have no substance, no intrinsic being. They are phenomena. They are continuous, spontaneous movements, like that of a mandala. They cannot be stopped. Try as you will, but thoughts appear without being called upon. It is the attachment to those thoughts which create new thoughts, attached to the memory of the previous thoughts, and create the illusion of linear time. Becoming a thinker within a phenomenal reality is not real at all. One must constantly attempt or practice remaining on the non-transient ground from where we know all things as they truly are, appearing, lingering, and returning to naught. When one remains still during the observation, without attaching oneself to the observed, one comes to see that that which appears as mind has no substance. The past is but incomplete memories. The future is but projections of present thoughts, beliefs, and fears. And the present, if one tries to grasp it is gone, becoming an incomplete memory of the past. Where is the stable reality in this? It is best to give the attention to the non-moving observer, to the knower of this, and remain there. This is the non-aging, formless ground of self-beingness, of awareness. All the perceptions of the senses and thoughts are like optical illusions. they cannot be grasped as reality. The error comes when one accepts them as reality and becomes a thinker about these fleeting shadows, contemplating and labeling each event. Practice remaining still and see this play of magical illusion. See its nature. It all comes from nowhere and returns to nowhere. The ground from where you observe this has no form or shape. There is no thinking. There is but knowing. Knowing the moment. This knowing is self. Non-moving, eternal wisdom. In a flash, wisdom and understanding combine instantly as knowledge, but not a thinking knowledge, not a contemplative knowledge, simply a knowing. Shadows are cast by material matter. They all differ. It is like this. The light of awareness casts shadows upon the thoughts and perceptions. And giving attention to the shadows, the thoughts and perceptions, it gives rise to an observer and the observed. The duality is born. Thus, a separation of one and another. But there is no true separation. One only forgets one's own self, one's own radiance, and becomes lost within the shadows it now calls reality. As if the sun was observing its rays of light and saying, "This one I like, this one I do not like, this one is too bright, this one too dark, this one is perfect." The sun has forgotten that it is the sun. How can the rays of light be of a separate, independent nature from the sun? The rays of photons are part and parcel of the sun. They are included in the word sun. It is all the nature of the sun. Be still and notice the nature of mind. Its nature to attach to each of the senses and to every thought. Its nature to slip into the duality of subject and object. Its habit to attach to the phenomenal perceptions and become part of the dream. Do not slip into the erroneous ground where one's attention grasps the I and mine. If one slips into the erroneous ground, one becomes lost within a transient world of phenomena. Lost within the independent transient moments of the mandala, rather than recognizing the mandala as a whole oneness. You are not the moving pictures on the screen. You are the untainted screen itself. Practice remaining still, and this will all become very clear. Like when one ceases to stir muddy waters, the mud will settle and the clarity will reveal itself. As it is written in the book of Psalms, "Be still and know the Lord your God." It does not say, "Be still and believe in the Lord your God." It does not say, "Be still and think the Lord your God." It says, "Be still and know." To know is certainty. To know is truth.